Hi! Do you like the look of hand-painted flowers, but wish there was a quick and easy way to get that look? Well, that's what we're going to do today as I demonstrate for you my clean and simple card with the Stampin' Up! Painted Poppy stamp set and Painted Labels dies. If you like to color, well, you'll be able to do that too for my clean and simple card with the outline flowers in the Painted Poppy stamp set. I'm Shelly Godby, the owner and CEO of Stampin Smiles, and for 18 years, I've been teaching others how to create their own hand stamped smiles. So a stamp set for the times that you feel like coloring and when you don't. Here's a closer view of the Painted Poppy stamp set. Oh, so pretty. And the coordinating Painted Labels dies. And when you order the two of these together using the special bundle item number I've listed right here, you'll save 10% on both. Now, both of these are from the January through June 2020 Stampin' Up! Mini catalog. And I've got to show you something else. Look at what coordinates with these poppies. The Peaceful Moment stamp set. So you have greetings and sentiments. I love that. And look at these dies. Boy, if you love poppies, you're going to want all of this. And so let me tell you about that. They have, it's called the Peaceful Poppy Suite that includes both of the bundles, the designer paper and ribbon we'll be using today, and a couple other accessories. And so with one item number, you can just get it all because you're going to want it all. All right, so let's go ahead and make our lovely handmade clean and simple card, and we'll start with Whisper White cardstock. Now, whenever you want to use white cardstock, I highly recommend the Stampin' Up! Whisper White. It has a smooth, tight finish that you get a crisp, clean image when you stamp. That's exactly what you want. So what I have here is a Tuxedo Black Memento ink pad. We'll use this for our outline flowers. So we'll tap on here and ink this up. Come over here and stamp. Okay. Oh, very nice. And then we have a little bit smaller poppy from a different angle. Very nice. All right. And the leaf. And I want two of these. There we go. Fantastic. So we are done with Tuxedo Black, and I'm going to wipe my hands. Look, I got a little bit on my stamping sleeves because I get ink from every place. So I just wipe them on my stamping sleeves so I don't end up smudging it onto my clean and simple card because I would be very upset. And if you're tired of ruining your handmade cards, I'll have a link under the video where you can learn more about picking up a pair of stamping sleeves for yourself. So, Poppy Parade. Well, that's one of the colors in the Peaceful Poppies designer series paper that we'll be using today, and how perfect is that name? All right, so you pick up this lid, slide that back, and then look, a swipe, because look, see how I could have so easily pick up ink from there? All right, so now we're going to get the watercolor look without watercoloring. Look at this stamp. So to me, I thought it looked like it would work like this, but I like this look better. Turning it around, the flat at the top. But either's okay. It's not a perfect fit, but that's what makes it really cool. So I want to do, oh, I'm sorry. I want to do, oh, there we go. I was trying to remember if I wanted to stamp off or not, and I don't. Look at the variation of color. Now this will be bigger than that, but it's going to look really awesome. All right, so, and then if we've got that look going, I want the same look for my leaves. So here's how we're going to do that. I need to clean my stamp, and we'll use a different color. So what I have here is my Stampin Scrub. This is fantastic. And then it has, and it's marked for you, you don't have to remember. One side has a little umbrella, the other the sunshine, because you always clean on the one side. And how you clean it is with the Stampin Mist. This cleans and conditions your stamp. This is just wonderful stuff, and it smells good. So spray it on this side, and so we'll take our stamp because we want to change colors. So whenever I want to change colors or I'm done stamping, then you come over here with the sunshine and finish wiping it off, and so that'll get off any residual ink and it's dry and ready to go. And so both of these, you will love them. All right, so now let's bring this back, and we're done with this for the moment. So a little push, pull, click, and a swipe on my stamping sleeves. Okay, and so Old Olive, again, one of the colors in the coordinating Peaceful Poppies designer paper we're using today. So pick this up, slide it in, quick swipe, and with this again. And we're just going to go ahead and fill those in. Easy peasy. We have that same look. Very, very nice. So now what we need to do is die cut these. So I'll grab my die cutting machine. I'm using my Big Shot die cutting machine and the magnetic platform. This will hold the thin metal dies in place for me. And what I need next is a cutting plate. And this is one of the new Stampin' Up! Cutting plates. So we'll give that a try. And then our cardstock. And then we have our coordinating dies and this. All right. So what we're going to do is center this around the image. Now what's really cool about the Stampin' Up! Dies, you fit the die to the image. You don't have to leave the white space. So you just need to rotate till you get it where you want it. Look at that. And so I'm learning, look, you want to be able to see the little line of black all the way around. So if you're not, you know, because sometimes I thought I had it and then I didn't because I didn't move it over quite enough. Just the inside line and we've got it. And the magnetic platform, I kind of wish it was one big magnet, but it's already heavy. I can't imagine how heavy it'd be if it was like that, because you do need to be able to make sure, okay, I'm on a magnet. Because sometimes I try to do, you know, more than one thing and I'm not quite hitting a magnet. And this time I seem to be, because it, right. And so again, centering, and I like to be right over top, but of course, can't quite do that in a video. Or you'd only see the back of my head, and that'd be a heck of a tutorial, wouldn't it? All right, I'm not going to do the leaves right now, but you can see, same idea. And so to finish it, we need another cutting pad. Now place it on there. It's kind of, you know, you kind of want to just slide it on, but don't do that, because then of course you're going to scoot the dies. Go ahead and crank this through. And then, look at that. We get our die cut images and we don't have to sit there and trim all of that by hand. So we've got our die cutting done. That was quick, and so will the rest of the card. And so what I have here are two of the patterns from the Peaceful Poppies Designer Series paper. Oh, so pretty. And there are two more on the back. All right, so what we're going to do is take our SNAIL adhesive and put your finger where those ridges are. There we go. And I want about that much peeking out. That looked nice. Coordinating yet contrasting at the same time. The patterns contrast, but the colors coordinate. Oh, very nice. All right, and so then we'll put this on Whisper White thick cardstock for our card base for our lovely, clean and simple card. And so the Whisper White thick cardstock is that same great smooth tight finish for crisp clean images, but it's heavier, so it makes for a great card base, good for layering, and see, it's going to hold up real well. It's going to sit on somebody's table or counter or mantle, showing off the cards you make. All right, so I like to work flat, so I'm going to open that up. This comes in 8.5 by 11. I cut this with a paper trimmer in half. And so again, with our SNAIL adhesive, there we go. SNAIL stands for Super Neat Affordable Inline Adhesive. There'll be a quiz at the end. All right, so let's put this. Here we go. Ah, that's looking good. And from edge to edge, I don't press until I'm happy. I want to make sure it's looking straight. So if it's a little bit too long, trim it off. It's not a good look hanging over. If it's a little bit too short, then trim the whole card. You know, it's just neatness counts, right? All right, so I still want this open. So a little bit more stamping to do. So I'm bringing back the Poppy Parade Classic Stampin' Pad. Pick that up, slide it in, and a quick swipe on my stamping sleeves. Can you see at this point, I would not be thrilled to smudge up my card. All right, so I'm not going to adhere this yet. This is just for placement for the moment. And because what I want to do is take this great splatter stamp that's included in this set. All right, and that paper has a splatter in it, kind of that watercolor like it got splattered. Oh, there we go. And so we're done with this. Quick push, click. You want to know that it's closed. And a final swipe on my stamping sleeves. All right. So before I adhere these, what I want to do is look at this. This is part of that. And you can buy everything separately, but it's part of that suite, the Peaceful Poppies suite. The Whisper White 1/4 inch crinkled seam binding ribbon. Tie that around there. And so just to save a little bit of time, I have one ready to go. Okay. So now we're ready to put it all together. And again, with our SNAIL adhesive. Now I'm only going to put along the top because I don't want adhesive sitting on the ribbon. Right, so, oh, does that look good coming off of there? So there we go. And then we have our smaller poppy. So this time, instead of the SNAIL adhesive, we're going to give this some dimension, you know, a layer that's lifted up, and that just adds a lot. So I've got my Stampin Dimensionals. These are the foam adhesive dots, and 2 of those will be plenty. And then watch, you press with your thumbnail, see how that edge pops up so it's easy to get it off. Okay, like I said, it's easy to get, it pops up. It's listening to me. There we go. And you don't have to have long fingernails to do that. And we'll bring that in. And right about there. Oh, looking good. And our pretty bow. All right. Maybe I'll just tighten that up a little bit. There. And then we have our 2 leaves. So again, with the SNAIL adhesive. And I'll have a link to my blog post. Sometimes I have to get that going a little bit. To my blog post with all the measurements for my Painted Poppies card under the video. Okay, so let's not press until we look and see. Let's give these some different heights. This one longer than that one. Oh yeah. Oh, that looks good, huh? Let's come over a little bit. So until you press, you're in good shape to fool and play around. Oh, I like that. I like that. And there we go. A lovely, clean and simple card with the Painted Poppies bundle. If you'd like to make my lovely, clean and simple card with the Painted Poppies stamp set, all the supplies are listed below the video and available to order now in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. I'm Shelly Godby, teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles. Thanks for watching.